Hi and welcome to Development Stages. In the previous videos we looked at possible implementation flows. In this video we'll go through the checklist for the first flow. Okay, we'll first implement this flow. User says something to the bot or it interacts with quick replies lists. So it gives some kind of input to the bot on the front page. React then sends this information to backend app. Backend app forwards it to Dialogflow, where the intent is identified along with any extra parameters, actions and contexts. This is then sent back to backend app, where action is handled if there is a need for an action. Final response is then sent back to frontend, where it is displayed. Okay, what we need to do is the following. First, we need to create a Dialogflow agent. So an agent is like a module with all the intents your app would need to recognize. And intents are the predefined or developer-defined components of agent that process user requests. So before we go deeper into intents, we need to create an agent. After that, we'll get familiar with intents, entities, and other building blocks of Dialogflow. After we create our first intent and get familiar with Dialogflow, we'll move to backend app. We'll set up Node.js and Express and make the first steps in creating a server-side app. We'll set up routing, and I'll show you NodeMon, the server to use on local machine for better development experience. After that, I'll show you how to deploy to Heroku using Git. I'll show you what to do before deployment, what to do the first time you deploy, and every deploy after the first deployment. After that, we'll connect server-side app and Dialogflow. You'll learn about Google Project and service accounts. We'll create API endpoints for querying Dialogflow, and we'll test them out. After we have a basic server-side app, we'll move to frontend. First, we'll set up React, configure local environment, then we'll start creating chatbot interface. First, we'll support a simple message to and from the bot, and after that we'll add structured messages like cards and quick replies. I'll show you how to structure any kind of message. Then we'll go back to backend and connect it to database. I'll show you how to save information you get from the user. And finally, we'll talk about development and production environment, set it up and deploy to Heroku. So these are the steps we'll go through in the first flow. The steps are: first, create a Dialogflow agent. Second, get familiar with intents, entities, and other Dialogflow building blocks and features. Third, create server-side app with Node and Express. Then deploy to Heroku with Git. Then connect server-side app and Dialogflow and create endpoints. Then generate frontend. Support simple messages, cards, and quick replies. And then connect chatbot with the database. And last, deploy to Heroku. Are you ready to move to the next section? In the next section, we'll get to know Dialogflow. Are you ready to jump? Here we go!